Hey everybody, Jang here with a look at a Bloks Hot Wheels set. This is the Super Race 8 car pack. All of these, or the pieces to make all of these, come together in one single set. It's a total officially of 289 pieces. Now these are not like the previous ones that I've reviewed, the larger ones that come in the canister packs and that are mostly one large piece. These are obviously smaller, but you get to do a lot more of the building yourself. What surprised me when I opened up the box for this set is that it doesn't just contain 8 little car kits inside of it. It does have multiple bags of parts, but they're not sorted out by car. So you end up opening all that stuff up and you can dump it all into one big tub, or you can kind of separate them out by color or however you want to separate your parts. That's up to you. And then you grab from those parts bins and follow the instructions to build the individual cars from there. There is a lot of variance in the styling from car to car, so I appreciate that. And you see you actually do get 2 different sizes of wheels in this set. Most of them are those smaller plastic only ones. They have some little detail bits like the nice exhaust bits there on the sides. Those look pretty cool. This car here I think is one of the better looking ones. But of course, the special thing about this set versus the normal Hot Wheels cars, you know, the die-cast ones, is that these are built. All the pieces are put together by you, the owner. So not only do you get the experience of building these things yourself almost from scratch, but you can also customize them, because any of those parts can be taken off and put onto another car. If you want to start mixing and matching things, you want to bring some engine details from one to another, you like a different color scheme, but you like the shape of one that's already there and you just want to change its colors, they don't have the same parts in all of the different colors here. So you do have some limitations, but it is kind of a creative box in a way. If you take all the cars back apart, it's just a big pile of parts that you can then put together however you want. Also, you're not limited to making 8 different cars here. You can make just one car, one big car, by combining together a whole lot of pieces. You can make a car with 8 wheels if you want. You can make something with 4 of these big wheels, or you can make something with a whole lot of the little ones. I'm sure you can find out or figure out ways to use both sizes of wheels, maybe put the big ones in the middle and then the little ones towards the front and towards the back to make something that's more like a tank. And of course, these are just standard Bloks pieces for the most part, so you can mix together any pieces from other sets that you get. Not just from Bloks, but from other companies as well that use this same standard. So you can always add more, or you can use these pieces, these colored pieces, to add to your own creations from those other sets. So it's all compatible. The one thing that I don't like about these cars pretty consistently through all of them, the main thing is that these wheels right here, these smaller ones that are used the most through all of them, they're hard. They're just hard plastic, so they don't have as good of a feel when you roll them over the ground. They do have low resistance, but they will bounce a lot over any kind of surface imperfections, and they just kind of feel a little bit cheap. And there you can see it doesn't have enough flexibility to always get down to the ground if your pieces aren't put together perfectly. So sometimes it'll just slip on one of them, so that's just a little bit of a downside to these. Also, with the hard plastic, there's a little bit of variance from one to the next of just how much friction is in the wheels. So you'll find throughout the set that some of the wheels will work a little bit better consistently than others. I did get in there with a fine razor sharp knife blade to try to see if I could loosen some of them up, just to see how that would work out. Didn't work out very consistently. So if you want to get into the racing end of it and make these as efficient as possible, you'll want to go through the whole set and find out the ones that are the best. For just pretend play and just normal racing around and stuff, all of them work just fine, and you can get good distance out of them by just giving them a nice good push. I really like this concept, and I know that when I was a kid and I was into racing around with little Hot Wheels die-cast cars. I would have loved to be able to customize them like this. I wish that these looked a little bit better, had a little more detail, a little more interesting looks to them, a little more realism. They just look a little bit unfinished to me overall, but I really like that concept. What they need to do now is come up with just one single simple kind of Pine Car Derby style ramp set, just a ramp track with 2 lanes, so that kids who get into more of the technicalities of things, of design, start wanting to think, even if it's not really working out, wanting to think about aerodynamics and also things like friction, which of the wheels are working the best, and weight distribution and jacking your car up. Even if you're not getting scientifically reliable results, it's still great to foster that kind of thought and to be able to build 2 different cars and compare them and see, if you can make something that goes faster through your own work. Even in the absence of such a track, I strongly recommend that kids that get these just set up your own little track, just a little ramp or something, and set up a finish line on the other side of the room and, see what you can come up with. Create your own personalities for the cars or for the racers who would be driving each of these cars, or make up your own cars and come up with personalities for those and have tournaments and leagues and rivalries between the different ones. So that's it for my thoughts about this set. Hope you enjoyed that. Please share your thoughts about the set and about these cars down in the comments section below. And stick around for more videos from me, because more are always on the way. And I'll be talking to you again soon.